Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, Dion Timmer, bro. We're so happy and so grateful to have you here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Just so ecstatic. How are you? How was your flight? How was getting in? All of that jazz.
Good, so good. Yeah, I flew in from New Jersey. I live in New
Okay.
Jersey right now.
Oh, fun.
I have a bunch of friends here, so I flew in last night.
Nice.
Hung out with them, and gonna be hanging out today, getting ready for the show.
Good.
Just
I'm so
generally
glad that you
excited.
have people that you know here, so you didn't have to just go straight to a hotel or something and just knock out. or
No,
whatever.
that's the blessing of being touring artist. Like everywhere I go, there's always someone that's being nice to you, and
Yeah.
like that becomes a friend, at least for me,
Yeah.
And then everywhere you go, it's awesome having connections and people that you link with. It's
Yes, I absolutely freaking love that. I love making new connections and just it brings such a good vibe and energy to everything.
100%.
But you just played Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah.
How was that at the Queen Mary? Like, are you
Crazy.
into paranormal stuff too? You know that it's haunted and stuff.
I mean, I like it, and I wanted to
Yeah.
see some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We went onto the boat for a
Okay.
little bit, but we didn't see any scary stuff. I've seen on the internet people
Yeah.
seeing like people in like old clothing
Yeah.
at the show like last weekend. So it was like people were saying like, oh, I've seen some crazy stuff,
Yeah.
like some old people
That's
at like 2, 3
crazy.
a.m. For me, I didn't really see anything. I went to bed pretty early as well.
Okay.
As I come from the East Coast.
Yeah.
I played pretty early, so it was bedtime for me. But a lot of my friends, they stayed on to that boat pretty late, and
Yeah.
it was awesome just
I
being
freaking
there.
love
It
that.
was
How
good.
was the set? How was the vibe? Was it your first zombie apocalypse or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So a lot
love
of my
that.
friends have played it before, and they said it's an awesome vibe, of course. And very dubstep heavy.
Yes.
Felt like almost like a little mini Lost Lands. It was awesome.
Really? That's freaking amazing.
Just because all of my friends were like there, everybody
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
It was really cool, and the energy was great. It was an
love that.
outside like outdoor festival, which I love, to be
Yes.
honest. It's a whole different vibe. The sun is shining, people are happy.
Yes.
I play some like happier music. It's
Yes.
it's just cool.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so good. I know. Hopefully the one tonight isn't outdoor with Utah's air quality right now.
I
I'm so
know.
sorry. We got so many fires going
That's
on.
okay.
It's actually crazy. Were you
Yeah.
able to like, did it look crazy from the plane? Like being up there and like seeing all
Oh,
the
yeah.
smoke and stuff like that?
Oh,
Where you're
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, this
And
shit's
this,
actually on fire.
Yeah, this happens quite often, right? In this area, kind of when it gets
Yeah.
very dry. It's
Definitely.
it's a bummer, but it's still such a beautiful city, and you can still see the mountains in the distance.
Yes,
And like I love
yes.
being here.
I love
It's nice
that.
and warm.
It is. It is. Have you ever came like during winter or anything like that?
I might have.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I generally love kind of like just not necessarily extreme heat, just like
Yeah.
normal, nice,
I'm a heat
warm weather
girly.
myself.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely love it. Can't even do the freaking cold.
So I don't mind the climate here.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah, I love that. Yeah, well, you've been here a couple
Mm-hmm.
times. How do you think the crowd is out here in Utah? Do you feel like it's like you weren't expecting it because it's a Mormon state and stuff like that? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or you're like, okay, these people actually go fucking crazy.
Everybody goes crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody wants to let loose and party,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter like where you come from or what
Yes.
what you believe in, and
Period.
it's all just like if you want to get loose, you should be able to get loose, and people do that over here, and it's really awesome seeing the same energy being matched, over here as it is everybody else. It's awesome. People have been raving here for quite a bit of time too.
Honestly.
It's not like it's a fresh like raver city. Like
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's been around. People have been doing stuff here, and you notice
Yeah.
there's some OGs out
Yeah.
here too.
No, I started in 2017.
Yep.
And loved it ever since then. I was like, this community is so beautiful, so amazing, so accepting, gives you that confidence. That's definitely why we wanted to do the EDM Elevated community, so we can keep it alive and, make sure that it freaking stays popping
Yep.
and it stays going.
I think it will. It's going really well.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely love that. What do
great.
you feel like makes that scene last? Like, how do you continue to keep that energy going for people to be like, oh, like new people are coming in, like so many new people are coming in because
what you guys
people
are
are loving
doing
it.
right here, right now. What you guys are doing. This community stuff, this local stuff that you guys are
Yes.
doing, giving a platform
Yeah.
for people, that's so good, because you don't want stuff to kind of become like an internet thing and then fade away into obscurity. No, you guys are making it real. You guys have a studio here. This is real. You guys are like putting it down, and like every city needs stuff like this for everything to keep going and survive. This is where it begins, you know. And it's not those. I love the big corporate festivals, you know. It's awesome. It's a good vibe, but this is where it begins, right here, you know.
No, I love that. Love that energy. Like, love that energy, because honestly, it is. That's how everyone grows, is starting small and going up there. I absolutely love that. So how did you even get into music? You started when you were like 10 years old or something like that?
Very young, like 11,
like
10,
that's
12.
just insane. Was your mind just like, you know what? I love this. I have this creative energy. Like, I'm just going to go for it. Like, I don't even give a fuck what anybody says. If people are going to make fun of me, like, I'm just going to have a good time.
Yeah, it's more of like, it was just like kind of like another video game to me almost. Like kind of growing up. It was like, I was listening to kind of like deadmau5, Skrillex, kind of like the stuff that was really popular in like, you know, that time, 2012, 2011. I was like, how do people make this kind of stuff? Can I look into like, how is this done? And I was just so young and curious, and it's just, I downloaded the stuff I needed, and I just kind of started to make it work. And
that's amazing.
Once like I started to make like tangible songs, and I put it online on SoundCloud, it's like these stupid little edits.
Yeah.
And they
not
got
even
a
stupid little edits. They're your beginning edits, and they're amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just gave me like a drive, and like it gave me this feeling of like, oh shit, it's like I'm playing a game, but I'm getting something like that I'm proud of out of it, you know?
Exactly.
And that was like, okay, I'm addicted, and that's never stopped.
Especially being so young and being able to be proud of yourself from that. I think that's such a beautiful journey.
Yeah.
And I feel like even like helping you with your mental health and self-love, because you're like, hey, like, I'm this guy, like, I'm this king and making this already.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people can do that.
No, exactly. It was like growing up with like a lot of kids, like they kind of find their thing. They're like good at sports, or they're like good at like math or something. And I kind of like was kind of just finding my stuff, and then that hit, you know, and I'm like, okay, this is it.
I freaking love that.
This is it.
That's so freaking beautiful. So freaking amazing. If you could sit down with your 14-year-old self, like, what would be the first thing that you tell him?
Oh, wow. That you're going to have a beautiful life, for sure.
Period.
You're going to meet so many awesome people.
I love that.
I don't know. It's very hard, because like everything just kind of like, I got so blessed.
Yeah.
I met such good people. I met, you know.
Especially, I mean, if you started so freaking young, it's like, you did everything that you needed to do. Like, all you can say is like, bro, I'm already proud of you. Like, I'm already so happy for you.
Exactly,
you did that.
You're saying, exactly. That's what you're saying. It's like, I'm so blessed for the people, so blessed for the Excision team as well for picking me up. And like, that just, you know, keep going, keep doing your thing, because you're on a really good road. And I hope we stay on that.
How did that feel, being so young and then getting Jeff, Excision, for people who don't know, to be like, hey, I want to work with you. I want to make stuff happen. Like, I'm getting chills from it. Like, I would be like, holy shit, like, I am that guy. No one can say shit to me.
So I was making music with this artist, AFK. Mm-hmm. He was a good homie, really, really good homie. Mine still is such a good homie. Shout out Jimmy. And I was very young at the time. I was 13, 14. We were kind of making songs. He discovered me on SoundCloud. I was releasing these mixes, and I would put like little bits of my music in there, but I would not release the whole song. So I would have these bigger artists hit me up, be like, hey, can I have that song? That's like,
so you're a tease, huh? You're a tease.
I was like 13. Yeah, I didn't even mean for it to happen like that, but that worked out. And then I had AFK hit me up, and he was like, let's make some songs. You want to remix some of my songs? I'm like, okay, sure. So I remixed On the Floor, which is one of his songs. And he was like, wow, this is awesome. This is great. Let me send it out to some of my friends. One of those friends being Jeff Excision. And I got a Skype notification. Jeff wants to add you on Skype.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So old. Skype is so old. I love that.
And it just started from there. We were just like going back and forth, just kind of music stuff, and he was very much like in the scene already for years at
Yes.
that point.
Yes.
So he knew all the old tricks, and I knew all the new tricks.
Yes.
And just boom,
Meshed together so perfectly
Yeah.
well. I absolutely love that. Definitely such an experience to be with someone who has already gone through so much. Like, what do you think the best advice he has given you, like, on the come up? You know what I'm saying? Like, was he just all like giving you everything that you
Know
needed
your
to
worth,
Yeah.
know your worth. Don't say
Interview over, bro. That is the whole main point of
Yeah.
this. I love that.
Don't be afraid to say no sometimes, if you're not
That's
sure
beautiful.
about stuff.
Yeah.
Because like you can always like just aim high and do the best you can.
Yes.
Because like you deserve it.
Yeah.
If you're good at something, you deserve it.
Period. That is the best mindset.
It's a simple trick, but it's true.
And I'm so glad that you have that, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people struggle with knowing their worth.
Yeah.
I know a lot of us have struggled with
Oh,
it,
yeah.
still struggling with it, and to
100%.
know that it's beautiful. That's
There's a
so
balance to
beautiful.
it. You don't want to get too egoistical, but
For
you don't
sure.
want to let that go either.
For
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have our first question from the Discord. This is from Beldum. He asked about your hedgehog,
Yes.
Ponzu,
Yes.
because he has one as well. What's your favorite memory of your
Man,
hedgehog?
Yeah. So I remember when COVID hit, a little bit before COVID hit, actually. I got my little hedgehog Ponzu.
So cute.
So cute, little albino hedgehog, and he really.
He was albino?
Yeah, a little albino,
Oh my
little all white,
gosh!
so sweet, little red eyes and
Yeah.
everything, and so cute.
I
And that
love
was really like my first, like, my own responsibility. You
Yeah.
know, I've always just been like on the road everywhere, just
Definitely.
living out of a bag.
Definitely.
And that at that time in my life, I got my first like apartment myself, and I got that pet, and that really like started like.
Yeah.
I think that was like, okay, I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
Like I'm a dad.
Yes, I'm a hedgehog dad,
I'm a
bro. I
hedgehog
got
dad.
responsibilities.
And I like kind of mentally let go of a lot of like temporary like
Yeah.
teenage like mentalities.
Definitely.
And like my favorite memory is just being a dad to him. Really,
Yeah.
just the
So sweet.
whole thing. Yeah.
So freaking sweet. A
Yeah.
hedgehog, like, what made you want to get a hedgehog? Were you just like, you know what? I want something unique. I want something like kind of exotic. I don't want just like a dog and a cat.
Yeah, no, I've always, always been into like interesting animals.
Yeah.
And kind of ones that are kind of like, be able to be kept as pets and
Definitely.
like would kind of enjoy human company to a certain degree. And I felt like a hedgehog would be compatible for me.
Yeah.
Whereas like a dog, for example, I was living
They're
by myself at
children.
the time.
It's too much work.
Yeah, so much work. Whereas the hedgehog, they like, they love their affection, but at some point they kind of just like want to chill by themselves
they're
and their stuff.
independent.
So I'm like,
Love
that
that.
kind of fit my lifestyle at the time.
Love that.
So yeah, big up Ponzu. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
They don't live very
Ponzu.
long, but
That is sad.
yeah, that's
but
what I just
you
don't
gave
like
him
getting
his
in one
best
again.
life. You gave him his whole life,
yes.
and I'm sure he is living his best new life wherever he is at.
Yep.
Bless up to you, Ponzu. Bless up. Okay, we have
Yep.
another question from Laura. She asked,
Shout out, Laura.
how do you get into the bass music coming from House Heavy Netherlands?
That's a really good question. Yeah, so I was kind of the odd one out, because the actual scene in the Netherlands at the time, and kind of right now as well, it's very house heavy.
Yeah.
It's very much, there's drum and bass, pretty
Mhm.
popular right now in Europe,
Mhm.
but back then, only stuff would be progressive house. You would have Martin Garrix, Hardwell,
yeah.
all the OGs,
Yes.
they would all come from my country, and that's kind of what was expected at the time
Yeah.
from the Netherlands to be those big house artists.
Mhm.
From kind of the more like left field side, we had Noisia, which is
Mhm.
big drum and bass acts. Spaghetti was doing stuff at the time,
Fire.
from the Netherlands. I think he moved to Spain now though, but at the time he was also in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So there were a couple names, but not a lot at all. So
Yeah.
I kind of was the odd one out, and you wouldn't really hear it at clubs, so I had to get it from the internet, going on
Yeah.
YouTube. You can have dubstep, kind of like back in the day, just like gaming videos.
Yeah.
In the background, they would have dubstep. I'm like, what is this
What
music?
even is this? Yeah.
Yeah, but like my friends wouldn't really be too much into it because it would be kind of.
But you're like, I don't
niche.
even care. This
Yeah,
is my music. This is what makes
exactly.
me happy.
But
I freaking
again,
love
yeah,
that.
if I didn't know the Excision team and the way they've really introduced the whole world to me, I don't know if I would be able to get out of there, because
Wow.
it's really like we don't have stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like it's very different, just different. It's a different vibe over there.
Definitely.
People like different stuff, and that's okay.
Yeah,
But
I bet it
I
is.
don't really play too many shows back home.
Oh,
anymore.
really?
It's like because of that, it's.
Well, they're missing out. They're missing out back there, bro. I would want to go to your show every weekend if you were playing over there.
Yep.
Every weekend.
We'll have the festivals. In Europe, you'll have big festivals. They'll have base stages.
Yeah.
They got Tomorrowland. They'll have the
Yes.
base stage. But
Yes.
you'll notice there won't be as many people as
Yeah.
just in general. Because it's just
Definitely.
they like different stuff over there.
Yeah,
And,
which is, it is totally okay.
Yeah.
Totally okay.
I love you guys over here.
Yeah. What do you think between the US and Europe? Like, how are you feeling with the different scenes and everything like that? Are you like, okay, I'm actually liking it over here just because I can really play the music that I love and people are gonna be really vibing with it?
Yeah. It's a couple of years ago, drum and bass right now is kind of coming up in the US, which is awesome. But a couple of days ago, it was very low key and people didn't really know too much about it. So when I would play some of that stuff over here, people wouldn't really understand it. They would still vibe with it, but it would be like, okay, this is a different genre for me. Whereas back home in Europe, if you would play a drum and bass song, they would go insane. They were crazy. But right now, I feel like everything is aligning a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because the people in Europe are looking at America, and the people in America are looking at Europe, and like they're kind of like meshing their interests together, as opposed to even like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's all really coming together and becoming more in line, and maybe we'll start to see more dubstep shows, like big dubstep shows come up in like Europe. Right now, there's Rampage, which is really big.
Oh yes.
Yep.
That would honestly be so freaking
They're really
amazing.
holding it down. I've played Rampage once, really good, awesome show, big blessing. And we need more stuff like that.
Yes. No, I freaking love that. What do you feel like is, like, how was it like growing up in the Netherlands? Like, was it just so different compared to here? And like, do you go back often?
I go back once every couple of years, yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely different growing up.
Yeah.
But not to the sense where it's like completely a different world. Where I grew up, the Netherlands, it's... I didn't grow up in Amsterdam itself. I grew up outside of it, kind of in the country, you could say, ish. It's
a country boy.
A little bit, it's not very. We have our grocery stores are very similar. We have fast food. We have McDonald's. There's a Five Guys in the Netherlands. A lot of these things are like very like similar and aligned in that way. So when I came over, it was kind of like, oh, I recognize this from home.
Yeah.
A lot of things are very different though. Like when I first came here, like portion sizes were like different, and like the way
I bet it was so different. At least they don't do like the super size anymore at McDonald's.
That has changed the last couple of years. I have noticed that when I first came here in 2017, 2016, I noticed like when you go to like a diner or something, they would load you up,
They would load you up.
And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is America,
we don't need to be eating that much, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, back to the music.
Yeah.
You build like whole worlds around your albums.
Yeah.
What is the creative process to like do that, and like walk me into like what it is to you?
So it's when I do these concept albums and concept releases and these concepts in general, it's you have to find a balance. You can't really go and write a whole cartoon and a whole storybook because most people don't really have the time or energy to read that anymore. You kind of have to express it as fast as you possibly can through imagery or like vibes and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I try and do it. I've definitely thought about doing like anime series, cartoons, like the whole thing.
We love
and
anime, bro. I love
it's
anime.
awesome, and it's like so creative and good. But it's like I feel like with how stuff is right now and how I am and like how my career and brand is, like it needs to be fast and it needs to just come through to people quickly. And like it's fun to try and find ways to do that, you know? It's like you don't have to explain the whole story. You can kind of just like show imagery and have people figure it out themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, there could be a story, but it could be a secret. You know? Not everybody has to know about it.
Period. You're like trying to find out what it is.
Exactly, yeah.
Are you like big into working with like the visuals and stuff like that? And because you're going into video games and being a developer and everything like for that. which is so fucking
It's crazy.
amazing. I just started getting into video games this year, and
Awesome.
I'm just so excited for you. Like, what an amazing thing to go from music to that.
Yeah.
Like, where you just kind of like, okay, music is my soul, it's everything, but like I need something different. Like I need to wake up my creative juices in a way and do something different.
Yeah, it was COVID, you know? Once COVID hit, it was like shows were getting canceled left and right. We didn't want to get any more shows done because it's not fair to people. We want to keep everybody safe during those times. So we didn't do any more shows. But Dion has to do something with his brain.
Period.
You know, I can't be making music all day, every day. So I was like, I want to find something that I can really do my music dive in. I usually do with music, my dive into. And I've always loved video games. I've always loved, like, you know, dreaming of having my own video game. So at some point I was just like, what does it take to make a video game right now? And this was like 6 years ago-ish. This is before all of the AI stuff. So it's like, you really had to do it all yourself.
You had to put in some work.
Yeah,
AI is taking over now. So
but I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that I got into that during that time period because I learned so much, you know, and I really figured it out myself. Whereas now, where it's now very popular to use, it's very much a tool for me, and I don't let it do everything because like this is my baby, you know. You don't like, and it's very, very blessed. But yeah, COVID, that's kind of where it all started for me. Work on my video game.
Was it kind of easy to like switch into that in terms of like, I don't know, I've seen people like producing and like having to do all the different stuff on the computer, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so confusing. So like getting into coding and everything like that, was it kind of like easy because you were kind of doing stuff like that already, or were you like, I have to learn a whole new skill and really get my education on this shit?
It's a little bit of both, you know. It's definitely a whole new skill, as you said, but like it was very similar to learning music. It's like it's a computer program, and if you just put enough time into this computer program, you're gonna figure it out. You know, you're gonna like run into problems, and you're gonna try and figure out how to solve those problems. Then you know how to solve those problems, and it just goes from there and there. Knowing that from music, I was like, okay, you know, I can tackle this. I'll just give it a shot at least.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in the same programs that you make the video games in, I use Unreal Engine myself.
Okay.
You can make visuals for your live shows.
Nice.
So I was kind of like, this is a win-win double. If I know how to use this program, I know how to do these visuals, and that's what I've been doing as well. With a lot of my 3D stuff. It's the same stuff I use to make my video games, you know?
That's
all the
so
same
freaking
knowledge.
fun. I absolutely love that. So Hazed from Discord asked, how did, like, what are you building? How did that game like come to be?
Yeah, it's very secretive. I don't post a lot about it, but I work on it every single day.
Period. Do you have like an estimated date of when it's going to be ready?
Right.
Or
I've been working on it for 6 years now, and the base of it is pretty much done. Now it's just building. It's very hard to explain what kind of game it is in short. It's called Sculptor.
Okay.
Sculptor U, so Sculptor.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Minecraft, No Man's Sky. You kind of like, you go out to these planets and you.
Is it like an open world type of?
It's open world. Okay. It has quests. It has our own. You can make your own base, and it's a whole thing. I've been working on it for so long, and I'm so proud of it. And that's your question. I will try and release a trailer for it this year.
Please, we want it.
And then hopefully in the next 2-3 years do the full release, alpha pre-release thing before that for people to check out.
So fun. So what kind of gaming system do you like to use? Are you like more of a PC guy? Are you more of like PS5, Xbox?
Yeah. So growing up, I was very much into the Game Boy and the DS handheld stuff. I love that stuff.
I love my Game Boy.
I could just go anywhere. Like my parents wanted to go anywhere. I bring that thing. Everything. You know, it's awesome. I love that. So there's that. And then I got a GameCube at some point. That was like my first like real like console. I love that. But when I got my first computer, like my first PC, that was really like, okay, because that allowed me to really go deeper and like dive into things. And like, that's how I got into music at some point. You know, I got bored of the games I was playing on my computer, and then I figured that out.
Yeah.
So I was always a PC guy. I had a PlayStation at some point, but I got rid of it because I was never playing it. I gave it to my friend to help me move. It's like, yeah, no. I love games.
Good for him. He got that.
No, I mean, there's someone, I don't, you know, I love video games. I play video games sometimes. When I do, I really walk in. I love like single player stuff.
Yeah. And what's your favorite game?
Half-Life.
Half-Life. I don't know if I've heard of that one.
It's pretty old one. It's pretty old one, but it's it's my favorite game.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah, but no, I love, you know, working on my game. That's my big project. I have another game I'm working on. There's another side project. It's called Rhythm Hero. If you know Guitar Hero,
yes,
you have to press the buttons on the right time. Now you have a chopping board, and you have to chop the tracks at the right time. So whenever I get tired of
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So that's already on Steam in private, and I have my friends testing it right now.
Oh my God. That is so fun.
It is cool because I was working on my main game for so long.
Yeah.
And at some point I was like, I want to show my skills and just ship something. Have something simple and cool and fun. So beginning of this year, as I just started to take a break from my main game and just work on the Rhythm Hero stuff, and I got in contact with some rhythm labels and collectives, and we're working on making deals with the artists.
That is
so we can get all the songs in, and it's going to be great.
That is going to be so amazing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going to like? Do you feel like it's going to be for everyone, or do you feel like it's going to be for people like who actually kind of know
It's
how?
niche.
Yeah.
It's niche, but I wanna, I make my music, I express it through that. I make my bread, and I'm good, And besides that, I want to just make my art, and I want to make stuff that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't care about pleasing to every.
Yeah.
I just want, even if it's such a niche idea like Rhythm Hero, fuck it.
No, honestly, it sounds like such an amazing freaking game.
But I go back and forth, so I'm working on my main game Sculptor right now, and then after I get tired of that, I go back to Rhythm Hero.
Yeah, I freaking love that. So
Fun.
fun. So your song, let me pronounce it correctly. Is it Shiawase?
Yeah, sure.
How is that being?
Right
Period. That looks so good. Absolutely love it. Do you shave your arms?
I don't.
Oh, wow. You have. Must be nice. Must be
It's a little dry in
nice.
this
Look at mine. I know it's so
climate,
dry.
right?
It's so dry over here. But yeah, how is creating that and then like having it be in all these different video viewers
Crazy.
and people not even like realizing it that it's you?
Right? Because I make heavy dubstep,
Yeah.
And then when you're a raver, you hear Dion Timmer, it's like, oh, I know him from the Excision stuff. I've
Yeah.
seen him at like EC or
Yeah.
something, It's okay, cool. But all these people on the internet, they know me from the video games, and they know me from this one kind of like speed house song. It was like
Yeah.
before speed house was really a thing. It was like proto. Like very much divided my brand into these two kind of like styles,
Yeah.
And I kind of like that,
No, for real. To
It's like-
be able to be creatively like that and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I can split off any way that I need
Exactly.
to.
And I have thank you Monster Cat for letting me have this, platform to just release whatever, crazy stuff I want.
Mhm.
And of course, shout out to Subsidia, of course, that's my family, where I usually drop the more heavier stuff
Yeah.
that would kind of make sense in that sense, And
Definitely.
I feel like I have a nice, lovely homes.
Yes,
You know?
I love that. Absolutely love that. Do you feel like the gaming now is just taking over your life, or do you feel like I'm still making new music, I'm still
Oh,
doing
yeah.
this, or like you going back and forth, like have a
Mhm.
good happy medium, or are you like, okay, I'm actually just really focused on my gaming and I'm just gonna,
Yeah.
I know how to do music. I've been doing it since I was like 10 years old. Like I'm fucking
Yeah.
good.
No, it's a little bit of double, Sometimes
Yeah.
I have periods of time where I work on music a lot. Sometimes I work on the game a lot more. Sometimes I have both my game open and FL
And
Studio,
doing-
And it's like
I
I'm
love
like,
that.
oh shit, I have an idea for this, and
Yeah.
I chop on it a little bit, and I
Yeah.
work on that. That's kind of where I'm
That's
in right
fire.
now. I'm working on a lot of music, finishing up a lot of songs I already started before, but also chipping away at the game and making sure that kind of keeps going because I'm the
Nice.
only one working on it.
Yeah.
So if it
Wow.
stops, it stops,
You're like, I wanted to do this completely
Yeah,
by myself.
exactly. I've
That's
outsourced
crazy.
help from my lovely friends,
Yeah.
for 3D models, for help
Mhm.
with like math stuff, because when
Yeah.
you're making video games, a lot of stuff is like, crazy math and crazy like
believe it.
calculations. And I just give my homies a little cash to help me out. And,
Yeah.
But the main project is like, don't rely on anybody,
Yeah.
just me, because if,
Period.
it's my passion project,
Yeah.
and I want it to be
I
on my
absolutely
time.
love that.
Mhm.
Does you feel like your inner child is like, thank you for doing that, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
This
so
is
happy.
his perfect
yeah,
game.
I love that.
That
That's
I'm
so
not
beautiful.
I'm not even like cutting any corners or doing anything that would
Yeah.
like appease to the masses. I'm making
Yeah.
my perfect
Well,
game.
especially because you say you've been working on it for 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
for sure your fucking game. Like you are putting that's your heart and soul right there. I freaking love that.
It's so much work. But yeah, no, my lovely friends like Calcium, he's done a couple of like the audio clips and the sounds and stuff. Shout out Calcium, a good
Yeah.
homie of mine, and
Love
like just
Calcium.
little stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like my friends are in it.
Yeah,
But yeah, the main drive is I want it to be me.
definitely.
Just I'm
And
relying,
it
I'm not
is
relying
you,
on anybody.
period.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. So beautiful. So beautiful. Because a lot of people do stuff for other people, and I just love that you're your most authentic self. You're like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my energy
And I love the
into it.
collective stuff too,
Yeah.
and I respect that. It's awesome. It's just two different styles, And,
Yeah.
I feel like when with this kind of stuff, like working by myself and just not having any time crunches or like anyone relying on anybody is just kind of the way to do
Mhm.
it. Though I have like done some awesome collaborative projects
Yeah.
in the music sense, which I love. With
Mhm.
all the dope artists. Love Excision. I'm working on one with Mersive right now. Johnson,
Fire!
Smokeland. We got one I'm working on. I love
That's
collaborating.
yeah, that's so exciting.
But for my game,
You're like,
just me.
this just me. I just need to be told. This is the one thing that I'm like, okay, I want to do by
Yeah.
myself. Because
Yeah.
it's good to be independent like that.
Mhm.
It's so good to be independent like that.
Yeah.
Going into your clothing brand and everything like that,
Yeah.
very extra.
Yep.
How did that even start? Were you just like, hey, I'm actually into clothing as well? Like so many different passions and shit. You're
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm going to go full force
Mm-hmm.
artist. I'm an artiste, so let
Exactly.
me just do my shit.
That was before I actually figured out the programming stuff. So I first came to America, and we kind of had to figure out the Dion Timmer merch. You know, like, Dion, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do for merch? And
Yeah.
once I came to America, I started to get more and more into fashion.
Yeah.
I started to see all these people wear all these hype beast clothes. You know?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm wearing stuff from Zoomies. But
Hey,
like years
Zoomies
ago,
is the OG,
yeah,
okay?
no,
We
so
love
fire,
Zoomies.
so fire. But back then, you would like see me in like Supreme and Babe and like the expensive stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you know, this is really cool. But I started to get really deep into like kind of the artsy side of it,
Yeah.
and like kind of like what textiles do they use? What kind of like stuff is like, how is this made?
Yeah.
And that's why I was
love
like,
that.
maybe I could do that too. You know, I
Yeah.
could kind of like work with some brands to kind of make a more designer-ish
Yeah.
rave brand. And it wasn't a very long-lived thing back then, because I did stop it when COVID hit.
Yeah.
I wasn't really, because I was selling most of the stuff at shows. That was the most fun for me too,
Yeah,
you know, just
definitely.
selling it at shows, and online it was doing pretty well, but
Yeah.
like most of the stuff we would have secret drops at shows, and that was
Uh-huh.
just part of my brand.
Fire.
It was so much fun, but when the shows stopped, we just kind of stopped doing
Yeah.
that for a bit, you know, and I could peddle stuff online to the
Yeah.
masses, but it didn't feel right for me, you know.
Yeah.
I wanna have a purpose.
Yeah.
So I decided to kind of chill on that, and that's when I picked up the
The gaming and
gaming
everything like
stuff.
that.
But that being said, these last couple of years, I've been working with Kill the 8, which is the merch company that, you know, Zed's Dad, Subtronics, all those, you know,
fire.
the big
Fire.
players,
Yeah.
and they're like, you know, Dion, we wanna spark your flame again. Let's do something together. And I'm like,
Good.
hell yeah, let's hop back on it. So I've been designing my merch again, and we've been
Good.
working with our in-house designer on the Excision team, Ben.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Ben. He makes all of the Lost Lands base game, all of the designs,
Amazing.
everything you see at the festival. That's
Yeah.
Ben. I love you, Ben.
Wow.
You're the best. But he's
That's
with him,
amazing.
the in-house designers at Kill the 8. Because I'm not really especially great at drawing the anime girls, but I know how to put stuff together and
Yeah.
like, you know, make it look kind of good.
Yeah.
So we all work together with the illustrators and like, you know, making
That's
it all
amazing.
awesome. And it's just having such a good time. We got a bunch of pashminas.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of cool rhinestoned out beanies and stuff like that. So it's all very fun. And you know, I'll bring a couple to the show tonight too. We don't have enough to load up the merch booth,
Yeah.
but I have a couple. And if you go hard on the rail, you know, I'll throw you a beanie, you know, just to make sure.
Be at the fucking rail, bro.
I brought a couple in my bag, so
Be
I
at
got
the
them with me.
rail.
Yeah.
That's fire. So are you wanting to continue to kind of do like those secret drops and everything like that for the merch and stuff? I feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm not
mean-
showing anyone
Mhm.
what the clothing or anything is, and then it's just gonna be right fucking
Everything
there.
has been for sale already for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
But people, you know, people pop up with the beanie and the pashmina, and it's
Yeah.
awesome to see. We're gonna drop everything online pretty soon, but we're just selling out of pretty much everything already,
Yeah.
like at the show. So we were like just having fun doing that.
That's so fun.
And then when everything is proper and we got all, you know, a nice package together, we're gonna do a proper drop again.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have very extra clothing back.
Period.
Which is it's awesome. You know, we got Dion Timmer branding, but also the very extra labeling
Yeah.
on there as well.
Love that.
I want to eventually also grow very extra to be more of a collective thing.
Okay.
Have like a stage at festivals in the long run, and kind of like
Her.
push some of the music
Yeah.
that I would personally play and listen to. You know,
Yeah.
like because I
That's
love
fine.
I love all of the stuff that's happening right now, but I feel like there's always kids that deserve to get pushed.
Yes.
So.
I completely agree.
And I want to be able. I feel like I'm at a point in my career where I should be doing that. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not just fashion too. You have like chopsticks or stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like water bottles
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
I mean, that was during the Supreme
Yeah.
Hypebeast stuff. They
Yeah.
were doing all that stuff too, and that inspired me. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, you know, I want to do that, but
Yeah.
like not make it $500.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
Are you-
those chopsticks are all
Yeah.
affordable.
Are you like big into the Asian culture and stuff like that as
Oh
well?
yeah, big respect. Always loved kind of like their take on everything. It's
Definitely.
just super creative, and like I love absorbing that art. Then Asian stuff, but everywhere, you know,
For
Africa,
sure.
South America, like
yes,
all the
absolutely
cultures.
love that.
Especially right now, big South American boom with like, you know, the Brazilian funk and the Brazilian
Yes,
funk stuff.
yes.
So awesome that that's getting such a shine, and it's, man, I just love music from all over.
Yeah.
I love all sorts of cultures. And
That's
it's like such a
amazing.
blessing to be like an international artist, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that, you know, the world allows that right now, you know,
Yeah.
to a good degree, and
I
it's such a
absolutely
blessing.
love that. Have you like basically kind of traveled the world. I mean, especially like when you're in Europe, I feel like you guys can travel everywhere so easily. And here, like a lot of, like I've only been to a couple freaking states here in the United States. Have never even been out of America. I'm lagging. I'm lagging.
Yeah.
So have you, like, what is your favorite place that you've ever been to?
I've never been to Asia, actually. I've never been to Africa.
Wow.
I've been, with my family, I've been to like Middle East, and my family used to do work there.
Yeah.
But no, for my touring stuff, the furthest I've gone is Europe, to Geneva. It was my second show, Geneva. I didn't have a US visa yet, so I had to, do some Europe shows first, prove my worth.
Yeah.
But then, when I was 16, 17, I moved to the US, and that's kind of like, I just finished high school. I was going to say goodbye to my friends anyways. They're all starting college.
Yeah.
And it was such a transitional point of my life that it just made sense. And I really started my adult life in the US.
Yeah.
And
did you come alone, or did you have any family or anything? You were just like, fuck it, it's just me. That's crazy.
And, the Excision team.
Yes.
Excision's parents also very much, that's my
so
family.
Sweet. I'm so glad that you had that support for sure. That's absolutely
and they're all in
amazing.
Canada, so they were all working with the US visa system as well. So they were like, we can help you try and figure that out as well,
Good.
So
that's amazing.
it was awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely love that. Okay, another question from the Discord community. Cami asked, when you hit a creative block, what breaks the funk? What a good question.
You really just have to kind of keep poking.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You
Honestly.
have to make something every day.
Yeah. You
because
have to keep those creative juices flowing.
Exactly.
Or it just stops.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just like once you have that small spark and you're like, oh shit, okay, this is rolling. You can look back at all the stuff you were stuck at and it just starts to make sense.
Just flows.
And this works for me, and this works for a lot of my other friends as well. They're all in a rut and they're like, I can't make anything right now. And I'm like, just open the program and just make something.
Just make something.
Doesn't matter if
it
it's
can
booty.
Sound like shit. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just make those brains work a little bit.
Yes.
And you never know, it could click and it could be a banger.
Yeah.
You never know, man.
That's crazy.
That's the
totally
biggest advice. Just never stop.
Do you feel like you've had songs that you were like, man, I don't know, like, if this is actually going to be like a banger, and then it just turns out like everyone just loves it more than one that you were like, oh, this is going to be the song right here, and then everyone loves the other one. You're like, wait, what the fuck?
No, Shawase, for example, or like Time Stood Still with Excision. Like we made that, real quick in his basement studio. Like one night we were like, this is a fun tune. We found a cool vocal sample.
Yeah.
And now it's like so many people love that song. You know? It's like, wow. And Shawase too. It's such a weird song. It's not really too much in line with my other stuff at the time. But like I had so much fun making it, and I sent it to Massacre, and they were like, let's release this. This is fun.
You're
and
like,
then
this is fire. We have to.
The games picked it up, and they were like, this is
cool. I freaking love that. Especially as like being a gamer, I bet you were like, hell fucking yes. Like I made it, bruh. I made it.
So much fun. I feel so blessed.
I love that.
It's amazing.
That's
I can't
so
believe
fun.
I'm living this life.
Yeah. So beautiful. I'm so happy you're living this life because you fucking deserve it.
Well,
you fucking
you.
deserve it. Okay, we have another question from Brad B. He asks, have you ever made a mistake that just ended up actually being, like, made the show better? Like, you're like, oh, like, I didn't mean to that, but it sounded fucking amazing, and the crowd went wild. They didn't even know it was a mistake.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I've had sound cut out one time when I was doing the tour with Company and Dubloads, the Neon Phantom tour back in the day. Sound cut out, and I remember Dubloads doing like this little stand-up thing.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's not part of the show, right?
Yeah,
nobody was expecting it. People were probably like drunk and not really like in the mood to listen.
Yeah.
But just that the energy of that night, and it was like, oh, this kind of made the night more interesting, to be honest.
I freaking love that.
So that's a good example of that. But no, when I fuck up, I get nervous, and I get like, it kind of messes with my mental. But if I have homies around me, it helps a lot, and iron that out. But I'm very like self-conscious about how I present my show to people, because I just want it to be good, and I don't want to be sloppy. I want people to have a good, consistent, good time.
Yes.
People smile.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thinking of others, that's so freaking beautiful.
That's it.
Do you still like get nervous?
Oh yeah, I'm nervous for tonight.
Oh really? You're gonna do amazing. You're gonna do freaking amazing. We're
Thank
all
you.
so hyped. We're so freaking hyped for you to
I
throw
think you
down.
need to be a little bit nervous. You
I think
know?
so. I
It
think
keeps you on
so.
track, and is it nervousness, or maybe I'm just excited because
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah.
So freaking amazing. Absolutely love that. So what do you feel like is what's kind of more of your vibe? Like, are you liking the club scene, or you're like, no, festivals and like that is just way better than like clubs or like small venues? Or are you like, you know what? No, I actually love the energy of both of them. They have like, they bring different shit.
Gotcha. As in playing or attending?
Playing.
Playing.
I mean, even and attending, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll answer both. Playing, it's two different vibes, you know?
Definitely.
It's like, and I love both. I very much love both. And they all both have their like uniqueness to it. And you have to kind of prepare the set
Yeah.
if you're playing outside of a
Yeah.
festival or like inside in a dark club. Because like,
Yeah.
I've had some moments where I spun up like, you know, the club set outside and I thought it was going to be okay. And it just didn't roll right.
Yeah,
you know?
you're like,
It's-
oh, they're like,
Yeah, it's just one or the other way around. I'm
Yeah.
like playing like some like vibey shit in like
Yeah.
a club with lasers
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like it doesn't make sense, Dion.
You're like, okay,
Yes.
wait.
So I learned that, you know, growing up in doing the DJing stuff. It's like there's two very big different vibes that you kind
Yes.
of have to like take care of. It's your job as a DJ. You
Definitely.
gotta DJ a little bit,
Definitely.
you know, and to some degree, of course, you want to express your own stuff.
For sure.
You want to express your own stuff, but that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah.
Attending wise, growing up in the Netherlands, I was very young back then.
Mhm.
And then like I only went to like a handful or like 10 shows
Yeah.
at clubs that are like dubstep raves or drum
Yeah.
and bass raves or whatever. And then I moved to America and I was doing my own thing.
Yeah.
So I never really had that insane click with being in the crowd in a club.
Mm-hmm.
I usually am backstage in the club
Yeah.
and kind of doing my work. That's like my work area. Whereas festivals, I feel like personally, it's a different vibe. It's like you have the space. There's so much like unique creativeness.
Yeah.
There's so many like people have their little stands
Yeah.
and their like little shops and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, they allow like the vendors to have their stuff. They do that at the inside big shows as well sometimes, but like it's just so much like more cultural expression and like
Mhm.
attending that I really like connect with more. I feel
Yeah.
like festivals. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, it really is.
But that's
do you,
personally.
do
you
you
know?
like to, like when you're like zombie apocalypse, for
Yeah.
example, do you like to go out in the crowd after you've already played
Oh, yeah.
or before and be like, I'm going to go vibe with these
Both.
people?
Yep.
Love it.
Both. I love doing that. Insomniac has this little this passport thing they do
Uh-huh.
where you can buy a passport, you pay monthly, you can go to all of their festivals or shows.
Fire.
It's awesome.
I
And
didn't
they have
know
a
that.
special lounge at Zombie Apocalypse. And they
Okay.
asked me like, hey Dion, after your set, do you want to do like an extra little secret set at
Yeah.
that passport lounge? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I got there and I did a little like speed house garagey like garage
Yeah.
set, and it was like very chill and dope. And you know, I loved all the people there, like just kind of vibing with me and hanging
Yeah.
out. And afterwards, I was
Let's
kind of just hanging
go.
out with them.
That's so
That's
fun.
awesome. And as the people know who you are over there, whenever I am at a festival, I take my beanie off and I
Mhm.
put my hair up, and people
Yeah.
do not know who I am.
Really?
I might have just
They're
like,
like, wait.
outed myself
wait.
here, but yeah. Exactly. So people don't, and then when it's dark,
Now
they're
you
like,
guys know what to look for, okay?
yeah.
He takes the
I have to
beanie
figure out a new
off.
one now.
He's got a hair tie in.
Yeah. But no, if it's dark out, people like look at you and they're not really sure. Either.
Yeah.
They don't want to like,
Some
oh,
people
like,
are fucked up too.
yeah,
so
like
they're
I'm faded. I don't know. That might be Dion Timmer, but I don't want to like bother him. So
Yeah.
like, that's fine. Like I love saying hi to people. Don't get me wrong. But I do definitely also have the space to just do my own thing and walk around
Which
and
is
enjoy
so
my own
nice,
life. Yeah, I
yeah.
definitely do that every time.
That's amazing.
And I love that.
That's
And
so freaking
everybody that
beautiful.
recognizes me through all the disguises,
Yeah.
like you deserve a picture. You
Yeah.
know? So,
I freaking love that. I freaking love that.
Yeah.
Do you be wearing like some crazy ass stuff sometimes
No,
where you're like, oh,
no.
I'm throwing on some crazy ass shades, a crazy ass bandana. Like, I don't want anyone to know who I am. in
I
this
don't.
vibe.
I just do the beanie trick, but
Yeah.
Excision does dress up.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can look for him.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't like me telling you guys this. But yeah, he does put disguises on
Yeah,
and he walks
that's
around.
so funny. Hey, I bet that's kind of like another little game. Like, I feel like if I was famous and shit, I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna dress up like as a grandma and just
Yeah.
go vibe in that shit.
He can't walk around normally. He would get
Yeah,
swarmed right
yeah.
away, you know. So, but yeah, no, I'm more like people recognize me from the beanie. So when that's
Mhm.
off,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of that recognition away. You know,
Definitely.
and I can do my own thing. But again, if you recognize me, don't think like, oh, Dion doesn't want to say hi. I love saying hi to you guys.
Period.
It's just getting swarmed and I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
That's like, but Dion Easter egg is out there. Come say hi.
Period. Come say hi. Let him
Yeah.
know. Let him
Yeah.
know.
Tap me on the shoulder. Bother me. It's all good. I'm never bothered, really.
I freaking love that. What has been like the best venue or like festival that you've ever done?
Well, the best festival I've ever done and do every year is Lost Lands.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
I messed up by not going last year and not going this year, but next year I'm in that bitch. I'm in it. I just heard it's so amazing. Like and I love dinosaurs.
Yep.
So like being surrounded by all of that energy and just in the forest, like I bet it's insane.
It's awesome. It's beautiful, and it's the same team that brought me over from the Netherlands. And it was, it was a big team. It was the Excision team.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, they didn't do the festival yet. They were just like a touring act.
Yeah.
And it was big, and they were talking about, oh, maybe we'll do a festival.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, no fucking way. Like, they're not gonna do that. That's like something like Pasquale Ortella does.
Yeah.
Or like that's like EDC shit. You
Yeah.
know? It's like, Jeff, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
2017,
Did
he's like,
that
all right,
shit.
we got the venue, we're doing it. And I'm like, bro, what?
That's crazy.
I look at it now, it's just like...
Have you played every year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I play every year.
You're an OG.
Yeah, they always bless me with a slot. But even if, a year turns out where it might be better if I do not get a slot, I love giving people the opportunity to play because it's such a big, all eyes. We do the live stream, all eyes on you. It's like a big show yourself moment for a lot of people,
Definitely.
So I feel like a lot of people need that opportunity.
Yeah.
I'll always be at Lost Lands, even if they don't give me a slot or a slot somewhere else. I'm always blessed with one of the big main stages, but I'm not afraid of, I love all of the new people coming up.
I love that.
It's just such a big blessing to be there every year.
Speaking on that, do you have people that you're like, okay, Jeff helped me rise up. Are you kind of like the same way where you're like, okay, if I hear someone or I'm just randomly on SoundCloud and I hear this guy or whatever, are you like, oh, I need to hit this person up?
Oh, I dream about it. And there's so many great artists, from overseas that are, super talented and that have such a hard time getting visa sorted and getting proper management and paperwork. And it's I got so blessed with the Excision crew that they helped me figure that out, but so many people do not have that luxury of having that, and times have changed too these last 10 years.
Very much
a lot of people have made the visa process differently than it was before, so it's a bit of a dilemma.
It is.
Canada allows you to, as an international artist, come in and play shows as a cultural thing. As long as you're not working directly for the people that book you, you are allowed to do that. And I wish it was the same over here, where people could just come, express, their cultural, what they want, and then, that's it. That's
what we fucking need here, honestly. I don't know what's happening, but we need that shit, and hopefully it starts coming our way.
Hopefully, we can always work towards it. We don't always have to be, oh, it's doomed. We can always work towards it. So hopefully in the next little bit maybe stuff will change, but right now it's just so hard. It sucks.
Definitely.
And Europe does get a lot of those artists, so if you really want to go to some crazy underground stuff, Rampage in Belgium, a lot of those.
I need to travel. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here.
That's where all those DJs that can't get the visas, they'll play there. And
they go hard.
Not even sometimes even better than some. I love all of the artists
everyone,
here
but
as well.
some people be throwing the fuck down. You're like, holy shit.
Back home, we got so many bangers, and they can't come over here. It sucks.
Yeah, that does freaking suck. Yeah. You know what? Universe, send them over.
Yes.
Send them over,
Yes.
please. Do you have any pre-show rituals?
Oh, pre-show rituals. I sometimes just listen to music in my headphones, kind of going through some of the songs and kind of making
Is it your
sure
own
it's a vibe.
songs, or are you listening to
My own songs.
Okay.
Mostly my own songs, just to kind of make sure okay, this is what I'm gonna bring. This is what I'm bringing. But nothing too crazy, really. Ritual-wise, it's just kind of I'm always a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
And it's always a little bit kind of excitement. But when I get on stage, everything clicks.
I bet.
And after like the second or third song, I'm just into it.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm a different person.
Yeah. Your
No.
first time playing, how did that feel?
Oh,
Like
man.
seeing a crowd, seeing people go fucking ham for you. Were you just like, holy shit, like
Crazy.
this is actually insane?
So that was in Paris because I didn't have my US visa yet. They want you to kind of like, make sure you do a couple shows and that you're a name that's worth getting the visa. So I did a couple Europe shows. Paris was my first ever show. My parents came out and everything.
I love that.
Because it was close by,
Yeah,
it's not too far from Amsterdam, and like I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I had my backpack on, like I was walking on stage and I just didn't take the backpack off when I started playing. And I just had this backpack on, and I think my mom or my dad was like, yo,
take it off,
take that
take it off.
backpack off. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm just looking like,
you were so in your zone.
yeah, I was so zoned out. I didn't even look at the people.
Yeah.
They did a live stream. It's somewhere in the depths of Facebook. There is a live stream of
Hey,
it.
we need to find that. We need to find that.
It is out there. It's my first ever show. And no, it was so much fun because that was like, it became real for me at that moment. I was always just on the internet making like music and talking to people on Skype.
Yeah.
And this was like the first time where it's like, this is real life.
Yeah.
People like listen to this music.
No, seriously.
It's not just
such a
so
euphoric
surreal.
feeling.
And my parents didn't like, they weren't really used to this kind of stuff. So they were like, whoa, like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But
is
I love it, and I was so supportive
good.
throughout the years.
That's so
it's
good.
awesome.
Did they still like come to your shows and everything like that?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, I don't have too many Europe shows anymore. Whenever I do, they come out, and they came out to the Rampage show, which is so much fun.
I love that.
Because that was so big.
Yeah.
They do it in a big arena. And so.
Yeah. Do you have siblings or anything like that, or are you an only child? Okay.
I have a little half brother.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Love that.
And he's growing up too, and it's like he's like my little drone out in Europe,
Yeah.
and I'm out here in, the United States.
Yeah.
But very, very blessed for my little brother.
I love that.
Love him so much. He's doing really good, really good in school.
Period.
Just became an adult, so it's crazy, because I am over here and I see him grow up.
Yeah.
And I wish I would be there for some of the moments.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's beautiful seeing that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is fun. I have 2 older brothers and then one little sister, and it is crazy to see. Because I was always the youngest for a long time, and then just seeing them grow up, I'm like, oh my God, like so many pivotal moments in your life. Like it's just actually insane.
Yeah.
Is he into gaming and stuff too? Is he excited for your video games, or is
he used to be into gaming. He's not really into the type of music that I make. He's really into like working out now. He's going to school for like politics and stuff.
Okay,
so
nice.
He's getting in that kind of stuff.
He's trying to change the world.
Yeah, I don't think my mom would allow him to move to the United States.
Yeah.
He would be so depressed because I already am gone, and like that. So we're not gonna do that.
I know. She's like, I need one of my babies here. I need one of my babies here.
Exactly. But yeah, he's planning to come down to the US soon, and hopefully I'll show him around properly. You know?
That would be really fun. You guys are gonna have a good ass time.
Yeah.
Is he over 21?
No.
Oh no,
He
not
just
yet.
turned
Okay.
19, but
Just turned 19. Okay.
so much beautiful stuff to show outside of that.
Definitely.
I'm sure we'll have a schedule full of stuff.
So much beautiful stuff to show outside of it for sure. I bet he would. I mean, I don't even know. I bet it's so much more beautiful over there.
Oh.
I love it here in America. I love Utah. It's gorgeous. But I bet over there is just.
It's awesome, but you guys have such a diverse country here. It's like you go. I mean, you can go everywhere in Europe too, of course, but like America, it's like it's very unique, and very blessed to be here, and it's just such a beautiful country in my opinion.
I love that. Thank you. It is
course.
beautiful. It's alright.
It's okay.
Okay, last question from someone from Discord. This is Spliv.
Yeah.
It asked, not a career milestone, but personally, what's the proudest you've been of yourself?
So I had like, you could say like a mental breakdown-ish, and when I was like 19, like 7 years ago, I didn't really have something really that happened. It was more of like I was touring so much. I was living out of a bag, and I feel like me growing up meant like something just snapped or something. Like I woke up and I just had a panic attack, and that panic attack would not stop, and it would keep going for weeks.
Yeah.
And a month, like it would be stuck. I was stuck in this panic attack. So I went to doctors.
Yeah.
We went to everywhere to figure out what was going on, and I was put on, medicine
Yeah.
and SSRIs to like
Yep.
kind of.
I'm going through that exact same journey right now.
Yeah.
I've never experienced panic attacks until like 2 years ago, and I was like, holy
It's
fuck,
insane.
this
yeah.
shit is scary.
And it
It's
all just hit
crazy.
me at the same time, I think, and it was just overload. So, and over the years, I've really just worked that out.
Yeah.
Eventually, I quit the SSRIs, and I'm not
Good.
like, because, I'm not addicted to anything
Yeah,
anymore. And
yeah.
now it's just, I'm living my life, and I'm
Good.
so proud of myself for doing that.
Yeah.
Well, and of course, all of the support from everybody throughout the years, my beautiful girlfriend, my family.
Period.
Exactly, it's
Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the
Yes.
queen.
Shout out my beautiful girlfriend Missy. And it's just, it's awesome that you can overcome shit like that. Because in the
Yes.
moment I was so scared. I just got off a tour with like Liquid Stranger at the time, which such an amazing human being. Like I called him a couple times. I was like, something's going on with me, and he gave me great advice. And I got out of it eventually, and I
That's
feel like that
amazing.
was such a great milestone for me.
Yeah.
Is be like I had these demons that you can overcome.
Yeah.
If you
No,
just
that's beautiful.
stay on track.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I think that is something that everyone needs to be proud of, going through those dark times and like realizing that you, even with the support system, but it's you that makes the choice to better yourself and wanting to get help,
Oh, yeah.
especially being a man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like obviously mental health and stuff like that is not really big for men, or like
No.
never was, I don't know if it was different in the Netherlands and everything like that, but obviously it's mental health is huge.
Growing up myself, I was always very like honest about that kind of stuff with my peers, I think. So when I first started to kind of hit these mental issues, I was kind of going on Twitter and Instagram being like, hey, this is what's happening to me right now. And a lot of people said the exact same thing as you said, like not a lot of people want to talk about this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because I kind of grew up in a way where, it is encouraged to kind of talk about what's going on, and it all made sense. And like a lot of people have the same thing, but they're not used to talking about it. Like it's a bad thing. It's like embarrassing thing, and it's not the case at all.
Be vulnerable.
You have
be
to,
vulnerable.
and you don't have to be with anybody. Just pick some people, group people, and like just do it like that. You don't have to be like I did. It's what I just felt comfortable at the time, being open and honest with what's going on for me. But go reach out to your friends, family, or just anyone close. It doesn't even have to be like that.
Just reach out to someone.
There's services. There's do not be alone. You don't have to be alone.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, last one.
Yes.
What is the vibe tonight? Like, what are you wanting people to walk out and be like, whoa, what is the vibe?
100%. So our lineup, dubstep heavy. We got dubstep heavy people coming up. We got Hash here. We got Nosphere coming. It's a heavy dub lineup. So I'm gonna play some heavy dubstep.
Good shit.
But that being said, I will play some vibes.
Okay.
That's what I'm about. I am,
be
pushing
prepared,
exactly,
everyone. Be prepared.
And it's not the stuff that will make you cry. It's just the stuff that will like kind of make you be like, oh, I'm glad I have friends and that they're with me right now in the crowd. And like,
That's so
I want to push that kind of stuff, and I love the evil and angry stuff as well. But like,
no,
I love the high energy stuff that's not really like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the more, and I'm really pushing that. I have a bunch of my music and video games. I will be playing those songs as well.
Perfect.
Hopefully,
everyone's
everything's synced
excited
up.
for that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be absolutely
So
amazing.
shout out to the Rocket League homies, the Geometry Dash homies. I'll play that song. Do not worry.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing night. And if you're gonna come out, thank you. And if you're not planning to come out, you should be. So
I know, exactly. Get your ticket. Get it right now. It's gonna be a good ass night. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
We are
guys so
so
much.
grateful. We are so
Yay.
blessed. I hope everyone enjoyed and got to know Dion a little bit more. Like,
Thank
such
you so
amazing
much.
questions.
Yeah.
Such an amazing, authentic soul that you are, and we're just
You guys
so
killed it.
grateful
Thank
to
you
be
so
in your
much.
high vibrational presence. So thank
Yay.
you. Thank you.
Well,
Hope
thank you guys so
enjoyed.
much. Yes. And come out tonight, and I'll see you
Yes.
guys next time. We're coming out to Base Canyon. We're coming out to Lost Lands. We got Arizona next week if you live close.
Period.
So see you guys
Making it
there.
happen. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.